Slagette did a video about Slagette. I don't know how many books this was that you did. But it's to my books. So yeah, to 4 of them. Okay. Now, Slagette, just confirm, like, beyond me telling you about where you can get my books, like, this is your honest review, right? Because when anybody commentates regarding my books, I want honesty. If they liked it, wonderful. If they didn't like it, that's fine, and I want to know about it. Because if someone doesn't like my stuff, I do want to know about it, and I want to know why. Because if I know why someone doesn't like what I've written, I can take that feedback and I can try and see if I need to make a change to my writing. So, all right. It's a little bit of self-promotion, but what the hey? Slagette did a review of 4 of my books, so Slagette, let's see what you thought. Oh.
Hello, come by to twitch.tv/EmberParadox and go buy her book now.
Stop it, Dark Wolf. Alright, let's hear it.
Hello YouTube, my name is Sly. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this reaction. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I hope you guys can hear.
Without further ado, here we go. What I'm going to talk about today, is
I've got it maxed.
A couple of books I read by, Danielle.
I've got the volume completely maxed out as much as I can. I don't think I can get it any higher. Let me see. I honestly don't think I can get it any higher. Let me look. Yeah, I'm gonna see if OBS can get it any more.
Paradox. Let me do this. Let me, see if I can't bring up the images for you guys to look at while I talk about these books.
How's that? Hey, wait till Slagette's talking. Slagette, can I get the books?
Alright.
Oh.
I'm gonna talk about some of these books
How's the volume?
that I've read. Alright, okay, probably the first one I read was a book called Prom Changed Everything. I think that's her newest book. Let me see if I can find it here.
Slagette, slight correction there. Prom Changed Everything is my first book. Prom Changed Everything is the very first book that I wrote and published, not the latest one. So it is the first and my personal favorite. I think Prom Changed Everything is probably, out of all the books I've written, I do think it is my best book. To this day, I think it is the best one that I've written.
Yeah. Prom Changed Everything. I found this book to be very emotional. I rather enjoyed it. Right? I like the main character, Eric. About why he wants to live his life, struggling with his identity, right? And his traumas and such like that. Yeah, very good read. Very good read. You guys should check it out if you want something interesting. I don't want to do any spoilers for you guys on these books. Just to point out, though, I was not asked to do this, nor am I being paid to do this? Just some books I read by this author I found, that I thought you guys would find interesting. Yeah, if you, like these books, or if you find what I'm saying interesting, go ahead and check them out. You know, author is definitely very gifted. Alright, another one of her books that I read was, High Heels in a Minefield. Let me see if I can find that one. See if it's up here. Oh, there it is. High
That
Heels
was
in a
my second
Minefield.
book. So to give a little bit of preface, High Heels in a Minefield is the second book that I ever wrote. I wrote this one directly on the heels of when I finished Prom Changed Everything. Yes, Conga, it is indeed a pen name. It is. That is a pen name. I wrote this book almost like as soon as I finished Prom Changed Everything, I was just like I had like my muse was just in my brain saying, "Come on, we got to write more. We got to write more." And so I immediately started on this one. And so I wrote this one almost as soon as I finished Prom Changed Everything, I dove into this one and just ran with it. Like right away. And all of the books, there's a link in the about description on the channel. There's a link to YouTube with all of my books if you are interested.
Now this one I found rather compelling. You know, it has I like the story of self-discovery and self-identity. You know, a very, very good read. Right? It basically follows the main character, Ray, who in my interpretation is like a otaku shonen or something like that.
Kinda, sorta.
His story of inner conflict and self-realization really resonated with me.
I appreciate that,
I
Slagette.
really enjoyed this book.
I do.
Well, another great book by NL Paradox. I really, really enjoyed this book. I did.
So one thing to take note of, Prom Changed Everything is, and no, I will not spoil anything. Prom Changed Everything is a story about tragedy and overcoming that tragedy and coming to terms with what happens in that tragedy and blossoming from it. And it's also all about self-discovery. There is, for fair warning, there are some serious mental health, there are some significant mental health issues addressed in this book. And there's also some very uncomfortable subject matter. So if you are going to read this, be warned, there is some uncomfortable, violent subject matter in it. Just as a fair warning. But it is not done just for the sake of putting in like horrible stuff. I didn't do it for shock value. It was done for directly in service to the story. But be warned, it's the beginning of it can be kind of there are some graphic moments. High Heels in a Minefield, on the other hand, was more lighthearted, and it was like the same story of self-discovery, but I offered I took a more lighthearted approach to it, but I didn't shy away from the heartfelt parts of it, of which there are many.
Now, I did read a series of books by her called the Entangled Fate series.
Entwined. Entwined Fate.
Where if I can find any of those on here? Let me check real quick.
I can see one right now. Resurgence right there.
Entangled Fate. Let me see. Hang on. Give me a second.
I see two of them, right? Got three of them. I see all four of them.
For High Heels in a Minefield.
Yeah, this one, so there's no confusion. This was my original cover for High Heels in a Minefield. I changed it to this one. I thought this was a more appropriate cover art versus this one. This was the original cover art, and then I changed it to this one. And Slagette, I hope you're able to find them, but you got Resurgence, Fugue State, Called the Hunt, and Convergence. Those are the first four books. That's part of the Entwined Fate series, which is part of the overarching Awaken series. So I kind of have like the overarching Awaken series, and then I have small series contained within it that all connect.
I really, really enjoyed that book. This right here, that's probably one of my favorite reads. So, probably one of the better books I've read in a long, long time. I'm not joking.
Well, Matt, literary universe.
Don't know.
The Awaken series one does about him, yes.
For the Entwined Fate series I read. Let's see. I don't know if I went down too far.
Yes, you did, Slagette. Up, up, up! All the way to the top!
Anyway. Oh, now look at it. It's right there from my face. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I'm so blind. Blind is bad, I guess you could say. Never got good after all.
Twins, we got him!
I got a few bats in the belfry, too. But this was a good series. I like this series. I read the books down the series. I read this one, Resurgence. I also read Fugue State and Called the Hunt. All three books were good.
And Slagette, I don't know if you know, Convergence is what brings those three all together. This is the fourth book in the Entwined Fate series. It culminates the Entwined Fates miniseries and then continues on in the Pilgrimage series. So I have like three little series inside the overarching Awakened universe, but they connect with one another. So they are all connected. It's basically, think of them like the Awakened series is the TV show, and whoop.
Can you give us a good reading order for your books? I don't want to start in the middle of any of the stories.
I have an order list in the Discord. I forget where. Atanasi could probably tell you where. I actually have it listed in order, the books to read in order. So think of the Awakened series, think of it as like the title of a TV show, and the Entwined Fate series, the Pilgrimage series, and what did I call the third, the current series? I can't remember off the top of my head, I'm spacing on what I called the third series. Think of each series as seasons for that TV show. So the Entwined Fate series is like season 1. And then the Pilgrimage series is like season 2. And then the follow-up series is like season 3. That's how you could look at it.
Right? Oh, there's this is my next one on order. I'm waiting for it to come. The Convergence
Ugh.
book. I got this in order.
Pre-matter, this is
Waiting for it
Slagette.
to come. I have read the first 3 of the series. A very good series. Right. If you like books that
Yes.
mix real-world struggles and fantasy conflicts together, pushing characters to their limits, right? If you like stories of the main characters trying to find the strength and courage to be who they are and all that stuff.
So, okay, Matt, my Ember Doyle series is completely separate. My Ember Doyle series is its own thing. It is not connected to the Awaken series whatsoever. It is not even in the same literary universe. It is its totally separate own thing.
To be who they are and all that stuff, right? You know, that books about physical and mental recovery. I believe you'll enjoy her books too. Because so far, these books seem to center around self-discovery and identity, personal transformations and triumphs.
Thank you,
And
Kanga.
there's some romance in there too,
Yes, there is.
right? There is. Oh, how do I put this? I just found them very resonating with me, right? Both emotionally, I would say these books are rich with emotion, right? They feel, the
That's fair.
characters feel human in the books, rather than just some made up characters, right? But people's, it resonates with like personal growth.
Dark Wolf, actually, there was a chance several years back. I was actually contacted by someone through some, familial, contacts. Someone that my family knows reached out to me, and Prom Changed Everything was considered for possibly a Netflix series. Now, it did not go anywhere. It didn't. Before you get your hopes up, it did not go anywhere. There was like, I had an initial conversation with some people from this studio that seemed to be interested in taking Prom Changed Everything and making like a Netflix type series out of it. So I had like a year contract while they could like source out, where they could like source out writers and see if they could make something of it. But unfortunately, nothing ever happened to it. This unfortunately happened around close to the time of COVID. This was kind of close to the time of COVID, and no one ever reached out to me to see about trying again. So it just I did get reached out to. There was a brief conversation about it. It did go nowhere though. It's so no, none of my books have made it to the silver screen or the small screen. And that's okay. I'm fine with that.
People's resilience and stuff like that. But yeah, I super enjoyed these books. I really did.
You're welcome, Slagette.
And L Paradox. Check the author out. Now, she's also a YouTuber, Ember Paradox. And you can find all of her books on Amazon. Right? I will leave a description if I post this on YouTube. I will leave a link in the description where you can find her books on Amazon. But yeah, very, very powerful, emotional books. You know, I really, really enjoyed them. I'm sure you guys will too. So if you enjoy reading, give those books a try, right? And I think I am going to take a break real quick to use the restroom, and I shall be back.
Oh, you did this on stream. Okay. Oh, cool.
Give
You
her
did.
some
Okay,
love.
you did this on your stream.
Right. Say hi and
Is there a Slagette? Is that it? Or is it just the be right back? Oh no, you do come back.
okay, I am back. All right. Who's talking
Slagette,
about
we're
books
VTubers.
by
Scuffed
N.L.
editing is part of the job.
She just recently, you guys probably know her as Ember Paradox on Twitch, and she just recently had her first year stream anniversary.
Oh,
You guys are watching you over there and give her some love. Alright. Say hi and, you know, just show her some love and support. She's really done a great job over the past year. Alright, back to some reactions.
oh, Slagette, that was wonderful. Thank you. And I'm gonna post the video here in the channel for you guys. Thank you, Slagette. That was really very sweet of you. Thank you so much.